Hey guys, and welcome to game number 71 out of 100 of my Human vs. AI series, where I'm taking on the AI-powered Scrabble-bot BestBot in a 100-game match. We're currently at 30 wins, 40 losses, so 10 games behind the bot as we enter the final 30 games of this lengthy series, so hopefully we can finish strong here and end up with maybe even an even record at the end if we do well, or at least something close to that. Now, this is not a great start here. At least I'm first. I guess I'll play Venge. I mean, I hate keeping the Q like this early in the game, but it's still 26 points. I'm giving myself 5 chances to draw a U or maybe at least an I or AT or something to bail myself out. Well, that's quite a draw. I do get an I, but 3 O's along with it, as well as the X. Well, one I watch out to for the Scavenge extension, which could come into play at some point later in the game. Could still come into play, by the way, with Avenge there. SC now is a possibility. It's not like a huge threat or anything. It's only 30, no, it's 42 points. I mean, which is a decent score, but it's not like anything earth-shattering. So nothing I'm gonna like try to block or anything like that, but just something to keep in mind. All right, so I can't really get rid of the Q still. I guess Oxo here. I mean, I again hate holding the Q, but I'm still getting 25 points, and I have an I. Like, when I can score 25 like this, I mean, it has to still be better than trading, I feel like. It also restricts the bot's options a bit. Yeah, I mean, I really hate keeping the Q multiple turns in a row, especially to start off the game when I'm trying to bingo. But I also hate trading when I can score 25. And, like, aside from the Q, this leave is just not that bad. And there's a decent enough chance the bot will open a spot for me to play QI next turn. I think this has to be right. Yeah, this is still not looking so good. At this point, if the bot doesn't open anything, then I might want to consider trading. Unavenged, wow. So instead of Scavenge, we see Unavenged come down. Now, the good news is I did get a U at least, so I'm going to pretty quickly slap down Quinoid here. I mean, there's just not much else to really think about. It's like my only good play, or reasonable play, I should say, that gets rid of the Q, so I'm going to do that. Now, I think that takes an AL for Quinoidal, I'm pretty sure. And Absealer comes down for 90. Yikes. Okay, so we're already down by 100 points. And yeah, this is why keeping the Q is so bad. It's just so hard to respond to anything that your opponent can do. So tough start, but I have some good scoring tiles here. Probably going to play Hauff. Looks pretty good over here. Now, that does take a back F, a second F. So if the bot drew the F, that could really sting. It could get like 60 points, but it's unlikely. There's only one more F left. And I do set up my S very, very nicely there. And, you know, being down 100 points already, I think it's a risk I need to take. Like, I can't afford to start being too passive. I could also play Hauff here, I guess. It's 4 less points. It's not crazy, but, I mean, I think at this point, like I said, given I'm down, I want to set up that S hook, and the odds that it actually has the F are slim enough. I mean, it's about a little over 10%, I guess. It just drew 7 tiles. Well, actually, it's just about 10%, because it just drew 7 tiles out of 66 in the bag, so it's 7 out of 66, which is, yeah, a hair over 10%. Not very high. So, yeah, I think this looks fine. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay. This looks like it should bingo. But does it? I don't actually think it does with this board. I can score well with Existent here for 48, which I will do if I can't bingo. Ooh, almost Euthenist through the HE is a 9. Nutties, that's not a word. Anything through this DO? Dang it, hardtop. Well, at least now I definitely can bingo. I have Nuttiest through this T. Man, I'm down. I feel like I haven't really done all that much. Certainly not all that much wrong. I'm already down almost 150 points. Crazy. I mean, I think Nuttiest is my only bingo? There's nothing through this P, right? Almost Petunsi. Punties is good, but not Puntiest. Oh, no, D. Is there anything through a D? Detritus? No. I don't think so. Almost Dunites. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's nothing through this A either. It's Antliest, not Antiest. So I think Nuttiest is the play. Does it really matter where I put it? Probably not a ton. I guess I'll put it here, maybe? Actually, no, let's put it here. Just that way I at least put the S and the T out in the open on the right. It seems like it'll lead, because I still, even though I'm bingoing, I need to keep this board open. I'm going to still be down like 100 probably after the bot's next turn. And I can play above the N and reopen the board more easily than I can play above the U. So yeah, I think this is probably a little bit better in the long run. But I'm going to need a lot of luck still, guys, to get back into this game. That's okay. I mean, it's not great. No F for Hauf double F. No S for hard tops or Haufs. I do have the Y. I almost have a crazy word. If I had a second Y instead of the T, I'd have a Varenyky. Varenyky. Which would be absolutely crazy, but unfortunately I don't quite have it. So yeah, I think I'll probably play, I guess, Ravy here maybe? 38 points. Scores pretty well at least. Keeps KT, which is not great, but definitely could be worse, and I do need points. But we'll see what the bot does here. There's certainly a lot of danger looming, which is a good thing for me, honestly, given my deficit. I mean, there's the Hauf hooks, hard tops is still there. So yeah, there is potential still, like I said, for me to score and potentially come back. But we'll see what the bot does here. It's thinking for a little bit. Definitely the longest think the bot has gone into so far this game, which, as we've seen, guys, can really mean anything. Sometimes that means the bot has a tough rack, and sometimes that means it has like 47 different bingos, and it's just trying to do a combination of, you know, making me wait here and tormenting me, and also trying to legitimately figure out what the best one is. So this could mean anything. We'll just have to wait patiently and see, I suppose. But it's already taken, I'm pretty sure, well over a minute, so I expect we'll see move pretty soon. And alright, yeah, Zaps for 63. Dang, I mean, I don't know why that took so long. I mean, was it debating Zaps versus Zips? Did it have a blank? I mean, how bad could Zaps for 63 taking out a massive hook be? Like, I mean, I don't know. That looks pretty good to me. So, that, I mean, I'm hoping it was like somehow debating that versus maybe Zeps or Zips, as opposed to it had the blank and it was debating between that and an 88-point bingo. If it has the blank, then I'm definitely sunk. I mean, I'm probably sunk either way, honestly, at this point. I'm down 137 points. Yeah, I mean, I think Ravy is still the play. I just don't really see anything better. Like, I gotta get rid of this V. I'd love to get rid of the K, too. The problem is I can't really get rid of the K, the V, and the Y together, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I think Ravy is probably still the best play. Like, I don't see anything else really in that spot. So, yeah, alright, let's do it and hope I get a decent draw here. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. It's one vowel. I mean, I have Blink and K at least for a decent score. But I need bingos here, not 35-point plays. That's just way, way, way too slow. And I'm going to need some help from the bot. Now, I do see it's a very vowel-heavy pool, which is interesting. 20 vowels, 18 consonants. So, still, there's a good amount of game left. And we're already seeing more vowels. Oh my gosh. Come on. The bot went bingo, bingo, Zaps for 63, bingo. Wow. Alright, well that's GG. I mean, I'm going to play blank here for like 60, but it's just going to be too late. Gosh. This bot just never stops scoring. It's crazy. It's like I'm not even having map out a game. I got a bingo and a few decent plays. But the bot has scored like, has it scored 300 points in the last 4 turns? I think so, right? 76 and 63. It's 139 and 80's 219. Yeah, it scored 309 points in the last 4 turns. I mean, that's, what is that? That's 77 points a turn. Just over 77 points a turn, 4 turns in a row. Like, what are you going to do? I mean, that's just too much to come back from. I mean, unless you're drawing absolutely insanely too, which I'm not drawing like that badly, but oh my gosh, come on! And why did that take more than like 3 seconds? Like, that should be instant. I mean, you have deciles for 94. What are you going to do, play it with lab? That makes no sense. Or pedicles? Like, that should be a 2-second play at most. I don't understand, but I think the bot is maybe just trying to piss me off at this point, but at this point, like, I know I'm going to lose anyway, and I don't care about spreads, so I'm not going to get that much more pissed off than I already am, which honestly isn't all that much. But alright, let's... Jeez, I guess let's move this along here. I guess I'll do something with lamb or lay. I don't even know. I mean, I want to play moray, keeping 2 T's. There's still a blank left. Goodness. A lot of vowels. Maybe just yum on the top left, actually, with all those vowels. That might be fine. I don't have anything good through this F. No lofty or anything. I can play toft. Yeah, I might be missing something over here. Like, maybe a tyro? That's not terrible either. I'll just play yum. I don't know. Like I said, at this point, guys, it's kind of a moot point. I'm down over 200 points. There's absolutely nothing more to be done. So, let's do this. Oh, hey, I got the blank. That's something. So, I'll at least hopefully bingo with something. I see tapestry through the S and nuttiest with a blank Y. So, I'll get that again? Are you serious? Jeez. This is just ridiculous. And I think it stopped all my bingos too. I mean, so the bot has now gone, and guys, in the last 6 turns, the bot went Absealer for 90, Hardtop for 80, Zaps for 63, for Freya for 76, Deciles for 94, Rigatoni for 61. That's 460 points in 6 turns. That's still an average of nearly 80 points a turn for 6 turns. Like, it's just absurd. It's absolutely absurd. Alright, well, I don't think anything is going to play now, right? Unless I have anything from that F in house. 4-part doesn't work. Anything, like, through this P, like a 9, a pertinent, or who knows what. Maybe you have, like, an overlap through this O, patenter, no. Yeah, I don't think so. If there's a bingo here, it's probably, unless there's something through this C. No, there's no way. Yeah, there's nothing here, guys. Alright, so I guess I'll just play, like, opt. There's no S's left. I guess the bot will just block, probably, whatever I do. Maybe pit is better. It might be harder to block. Yeah, pit is probably a little harder to block. Because if it just plays like wet or something there, I'll be able to overlap. Whereas if I play opt, I can just play through that T, and it might be tricky for me to overlap depending on what it does. Or I could play like EW under it. So I think probably pit is a better block, or a better opening, and then it's harder to block. So... Alright, let's do that. I'm sure I'm going to draw some bingos, I would think. Alright. Well, actually, because Arius Seriate don't fit, maybe I should have left that PN open, because I would have had a Purience over there. Well, I have stuff from this F, though, right? I mean, I have, like, Federita or Fetlier. Is there... Oh, there's also Emerita and Peta, right? I can end with Peta. Which is why I played Pit instead of Tip. Although Tip would have allowed an I hook, but it's easier to end in an A. There's no space for a 9 through this N and this L. Is there anything to this C? Like, Eladric isn't even good. Hetyric, Etheric, no. I want to say no. It's not that easy to end in a C with this rack. So probably... I mean, it's going to be pretty tough for the bot to block both stuff from the F and Emerita and Peta. Probably impossible, honestly. I mean, maybe not completely impossible, but it's going to be pretty tough, I would imagine. So we'll see what the bot does. Okay, and the bot has finally moved with Wheel. I guess I'll have Arius still, at least, to bingo out with Wheels. It also takes a D, but there's no 7s with a D. And yeah, I think that's the only thing that's going to play. So let's go ahead and do it and get this ridiculous game over with. I still managed to score a decent amount of points, all things considered. Yeah, 563, 391. Probably going to be a pretty brief analysis here, guys, but let's at least take a look. Yeah, I mean, I think I hated this opening, but, like, I can't trade here. Like, I'm still scoring 25 points, and I have a decent enough chance at being able to offload the queue, which I did manage to do here. Like, yeah, and I think Half is fine. I mean, maybe, I don't know. If it were a tie game, I would have almost certainly played it here, but given my deficit, I think being aggressive is fine. And about bingos, yeah, Nuttiest is the only bingo. I mean, maybe K, yeah, maybe. Okay, I can see this, just to set up an O-hook, even though I don't have it. When you're down this much, sometimes you do need to set up hooks you don't have and hope to draw them. Obviously, ERTV, not the best lead, but it's not bad, and K, it's not like KT is so great either, so... Okay, yeah, I could see K being like a little bit better, maybe, for giving me an outside shot. Of course, this gave the bot for Kreia, which is absolutely absurd. Blink is fine. Bot bingos again. Yeah, Yam is fine. There's just not much really else there. The bot bingos again. And no bingos here. Oh, I didn't see Pratt and Yam, but, I mean, I probably should just do this to try to force a bingo to come down next turn, which I got. So, yeah, that's it, guys. This might be a record for shortest video in this series. What are we at? Just over 16 minutes, so... Yeah, this is going to be, by the time I'm done, under a 17-minute video, which is pretty brief, but, you know, there wasn't much else to say. Like, the bot just kept slapping down bingos after bingos instantly, and it looks like I played a pretty solid game, and that's Scrabble for you sometimes, you know? You'll play well, but your opponent either just draws so well, which is what happened here. Sometimes you'll draw badly, but often it's your opponent draws well, and BestBot drew well and bingoed like 5 turns almost in a row, and... the rest was history. So yeah, that's it for this one, guys. Let's move on. I'll see you all for game number 72. Thanks for watching, as always. Have a good one. Bye-bye.